I forgot to mention in this last section, another way you can use your calculator to check these to see if they're correct is if I took the square root of 3 divided by 16. Notice that that whole thing is underneath the radical. So if I were to approximate that, I would get a decimal answer. And again, that's because that number is irrational. And then if I wanted to see if my simplified version is the same thing, I could take the square root of 3, and now I want to get out of the radical. In order to get out of the radical, I would use this button to get out. So I would arrow out, and I want to divide that by a whole 4. If you don't arrow out, it's going to keep the 4 under the radical. Can you kind of see the difference between the square root of 3/16 versus the square root of 3 divided by 4? If I press enter, what do you expect the answer to be? Exactly. You get the exact same thing. And that's a way for you to sort of test and see. So you might try that with a few of these, going through to practice typing in, finding the square root. Let's do one more. Square root of 3 divided by 7. And remember, those are both under the radical. And then we want to try our simplified version, which is the denominator has been rationalized. So we take the square root of 21. Remember to arrow out and then divide by 7. And you can see again there that you get the exact same decimal. And that's a way for you to prove that the two expressions are equivalent.